I'm going to show you a video.
Oh.
And before I hit play, can you just describe to me what you can see there?
Is that your courtyard?
Yeah? Is that what you can see?
Your massive courtyard,
My
yep.
courtyard? All right, I'm just going to hit play on this video.
Okay. Am I describing it?
Describe it as you see it.
Courtyard, there is... What? Fuck you, you didn't. What the fuck? It's a dog. When did this happen?
On
Are you
Saturday.
crying? You got a dog.
This has been so hard not to tell you. It's been the worst 4 days of my life.
You got a dog.
Yeah.
Why the fuck I was at your house on the weekend.
I know.
Look at him. He's so cute. He's golden brown.
She
is golden brown, and she's a little. Oh my god. Is it Frenchie?
She's a French bulldog. Yep.
Hang on. This is very un-Tony.
Mate.
Fucking,
I know.
You had spreadsheets. You had like a 6-month plan.
I know.
You said you can't because you're going away in like 2 weeks for the weekend.
Okay. All right. So
listen to me. I'm becoming. What has happened?
Oh.
You've done something off the cuff, and now I'm stressed.
Mate, I'm falling off scooters. I'm getting dogs.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
She's so cute. What's her name?
Pippa.
Pippa. Oh, little Pip.
So let me rewind the clock.
Hang on a second. There's so much backtracking to be done here.
I know. Let me tell you. Stop looking at pictures of Pippa.
Flat.
I know.
What else is in your phone?
That's just my favourite. So probably just like pictures of you and me and like selfies I've approved to post and stuff.
There's a picture of you in a dressing gown.
Oh no, that's a video from when I used to make like skits online.
And you've also.
Can we get back to the dog because this is very exciting.
This is exciting.
Okay.
So Pippa.
So Thursday last week,
Yep.
I talked on the podcast about how Torbs and I were waiting to get approved by our real estate to get a dog because we were ready to extend our love and open up our family.
Yeah.
Friday morning, we actually ended up getting approved from the real estate agent.
Fuck you. I was at your house on Saturday morning
I
and I
know.
said, where are we up to? And you went, oh, I don't know.
I know. And then, so Friday morning, they approved it and I was like, well, fuck, let's start looking now. And we'd been kind of looking at like breeders and like online rescues and things like that. I'm like, really, because I've been really excited to tell you.
Yeah.
Like I just have been so excited. And then yesterday I worked with you all day and I couldn't tell you about it. And I was just so upset. Anyway, so Friday morning we got approved. We'd been looking online at rescue shelters, at breeders. We were kind of exploring all of our options.
Yep.
And then we're looking online and I saw this little girl who needed rehoming. So
Was
Pippa,
she not in a good... Pippa wasn't in a good spot?
Well, they were actually like the woman had 3 dogs and couldn't look after them anymore, and she was planning on breeding with Pippa.
Oh.
So Pippa's 9 months old.
Oh, that's perfect because then are they like trained and shit?
So she's pretty. Yeah, she's very. Hang on, just wait.
Sorry.
Okay, so she was planning on breeding her. Kind of her circumstances changed. She couldn't breed with her.
Yeah.
She didn't want to look after her, and she was actually listed online to sell to another breeder.
Right.
And I saw her as in like to breed with her for life. And I saw her and I went, she is so fucking precious. I'm going to save her from a life of breeding. She's going to come and live a life of fucking luxury with Torbs and I.
Oh my God.
So I ring the woman. I found her phone number and I rang her and I was like, hi there. So she was listed called Melody, which doesn't suit her at all.
No, she's not a Melody. I've seen her.
Yeah, she's a
not
Pippa.
She's a Pippa. She's a Pippa.
I call her and I was like, hi, do you still have the dog available?
Yeah.
And she was just like, oh, yeah. And she's like telling me all about her. And we had a big chat and stuff. She's like, oh, do you want to come and look at her tomorrow? And I was like, I'd love to come and meet her and make sure we get along and whatever. And Torbs and I were so excited. So on Saturday morning, you and I worked for a couple of hours.
We did the live stream for the
And then I
Patreons.
pushed you out of my house. You're like, do you want me to help with the cleanup? I was like, bro, don't worry about it. I got it.
You know what? I felt that. Because normally you'd be like, have a coffee. Stay, want to hang out? No. And it wasn't an issue, but I felt like I was being pushed out of your house.
So we
finished the live stream and I was out of your building within 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's not normal because we're hanger-oners, talk shitterers.
Yeah, so normally we would be like, oh, do you want to order some breakfast? We'll have a coffee. Let's get breakfast and take it round to Bridge or something.
Are you... Okay, this is just because I know you.
Yep.
Did you kick me out real quick then realize, oh fuck, we've kicked Ryan out a bit quick. He might fucking hate me. We better buy a dog so I've got an excuse. This will justify all of this. He's probably gone home. He fucking hates us. He knows how rude we are. How are we gonna explain this?
To be honest, I was just so excited.
I'm so excited for you. This has made my day.
We drove over an hour to go and look at her. So she was out in like regional Victoria. We drove all the way.
You rescued a regional pup.
We drove all the way out there, and then we got in there and fell in love.
Of course.
Like,
I mean, I've seen her. She's beautiful.
She's a gorgeous dog. She's like a show quality French bulldog is what this woman was saying. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to like just give her treats and love her and smooch her little stuffy face.
So because you've rescued her from the regions and BJ, my dog, is a rescue from the region, do you reckon they can like hang out and share rural stories?
They've probably met before. They probably know each other.
Yeah, but you know how like old country people when they meet in the city, they have that like, oh yeah, what kind of John Deere's your dad driving? And they've kind of got this like rural bond.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, same.
I really hope so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we fall in love with her.
And you go, yeah, we're doing this. What's the process?
And I was like, we love her. We'd love to have her. What do you want to do? And she goes, cool. So like basically when you take her home tonight, she's due for her flea treatment. So if you just put that like back between her shoulder blades. And I've got a packet of food here that you can take. I've got a lead and a harness you can have, a bed you can have, and kind of a few like a puppy pack, like all this stuff.
So when you're like, were you expecting cool? So mid-October, you'll come round and leave a deposit and fucking...
Well, I was expecting her to say, can you leave a deposit?
Yeah.
So I took a bit of money out to like cover...
Fucking you roll in with... City girl rolls up with some cash.
But I was like, just in case she wants... Because I probably wouldn't trust a bank transfer from someone I'd never met.
Okay, well,
so, anyway.
Tomorrow on the show, we're talking about Tony's lack of trust of PayPal.
Okay.
And so
I don't understand it. Okay.
Foreshadowing.
And I'm a mum now, so like I'm stressed with other things.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so she's just like, cool. So yeah, when you get her home tonight, and she's like, oh, hang on 1 second, like I'll just take her out to do a wee before you put her in the car.
Yeah, and so
she goes outside, and I turn to Torbs, my partner.
And you're like, it's fucking on.
Doing it for 9 years together for 8, officially on Monday.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I'm like, she wants us to take this dog now. And Torbs was like, yeah. And I was like, we can't. We're not ready. We didn't have anything in the house.
Hey,
like,
no one's ever fully ready, mate.
And I was like, we're not ready. And Torbs was like, oh yeah. And I was like, we love her. She's part of our family already. Of course we're going to take her.
Oh my God.
So I went and...
Chills. Actually, I've got chills.
Yeah. And so I like went and grabbed the rest of the cash that we needed
So did you have the little mat so they can sit in the car?
Okay. So I have bought one of those because we might be looking after BJ and stuff.
Well, fucking not anymore.
But so I had that in the car. So it just kind of like all fell into place.
Mate, destiny.
But literally, so like... She goes, great, well, thanks so much. And I was like, hey, actually, this is so random, but we're going to New Zealand in 2 weeks or in a month or something for the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, she already knows you. Could I drop her back and you look after her for the weekend? She's like, yeah, great, bring her around.
Fucking, how lovely is this chick?
She's so lovely. And yeah, it's like no fault of hers that she couldn't look after Pippa anymore. Yeah. But yeah, so Pippa's taken care of. She's going to go and
you've rescued this dog from a different life.
From a life of being bred with. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And who knows what might have happened. Yeah. It'd be horrible. So, yeah.
Oh my God.
But literally, so she's like, great, we'll see you guys in 3 weeks when you drop her off to go to New Zealand. Yeah. And I was like, is there a pet shop around here? And she's like, oh yeah, there's one 5 minutes. I was like, great. And we stopped there and bought like as much stuff as because we were like, we need stuff to like take her home.
You would have literally got home and just been like, okay, if I can make yourself at home, mate.
Well, so I had this whole plan of like all this stuff I was going to buy.
Well, we heard about it last week.
Yeah.
My mum messaged me and said I might hire Tony as a dog researcher because you sound all across that.
I can do that for Mandy. That's no problem.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden my plan's out the bloody window.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, we're go here. And Pippa's in the back of the car and Torb's like held her. We walked around the pet shop and grabbed all the things, like tried on another harness and stuff. And she's sleeping
Oh my God.
on the floor of our room right now with Torbs.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. This has made my day. I can't even imagine how you're feeling.
I'm really happy.
Oh my God. Why are we even in the studio? Why are we not with her?
I'm just really happy. I just like wanted to do it for so long.
Oh, mate. Good on you.
Yeah, and I'm just really happy. And she's so gorgeous. Like, and because she's like 9 months old and she grew up with other dogs. So she's like, you know, she's so chill. Like she just sleeps on the couch. And,
Yeah. And she's a chiller?
She's chill as.
I think
yeah.
getting one... See, when I was dropped at my mum's, I wasn't toilet trained and shit.
No.
But I think getting 9-month-old, they've like had the injections. They've kind of learned like...
Yeah, so she's
their
fully
shit.
vaccinated. The only thing is
Oh,
that
she hasn't done her research.
she's just a bit more, you know, like
Yeah,
she's willing
hey.
to question it.
Hey, it's just your choice. It's your body.
No, so she's fully vaccinated, so we can already like walk her and stuff.
Oh, because the whole thing of like we're going away is like we can't drop her at a friend or...
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So now we're able to walk her. We can do whatever. The only thing is that because they were planning on breeding with her, she hasn't been desexed. And
She's ready to go.
And so we
Should BJ come around?
we're actually taking her today. Like, so literally, as people are listening to this,
No,
she'll
don't
be in.
paint that. She's still in the bed. She's nice and warm with Torbs.
But yeah, so we'll do that. So she'll be healing for the next 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, just
and then
resting
she'll
up.
be fucking right as rain.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Torbs is just besotted with her.
Really?
The two of like I haven't had a look in for days. Like,
Okay.
you know.
Okay, so let's wind it back to, was it end of last week when you were talking about the research for the dog?
Yep.
You said, Torbs won't have the dog in the room, definitely not in the bed. A few days later.
Okay, she's not in the bed.
Yeah.
We've trained her so we can go in your bed, and she sleeps on her bed on the floor next
your
to our
bedroom.
bed.
Yep. So you feel like a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in there with us. But yeah, she's not on the bed yet. We haven't
she'll get there.
caved. We haven't caved yet. But
BJ was an outside dog.
oh fucking hell.
And then after a week, Bridget was like, come in and sit by the door because it's a bit cold out there. And then, because I wasn't living with Bridget that
Yeah.
stage. And then like a week later, she was like, he's only allowed to sleep on the end of the bed.
Yeah.
Like that. Only on the couch for a little bit.
And now he's got his own pillow.
Yeah, now, we've just bought a house and he's got his own room. So I predict by this time next week, especially
see.
after a little surgery and these little cuddles.
Well,
Now,
yeah.
the Tony Lodge that I know has a lot of love to give. You're a very caring, generous, loving person.
Yeah, thank you.
You have often said, and you on the record, and I don't want to get crazy here,
Yeah.
but you've often said like kids aren't a part of your plan and future.
Uh-huh.
Now that you know the love of having someone to take care of and me seeing how in love with you, do you think Pippa is a gateway dog?
Maybe I should get desexed as well.